Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some serious mixed media play. I've had this idea bouncing around in my brain for days and we are finally bringing it to life. We're combining gorgeous moody graphite watercolors, a touch of handmade German shimmer, some book imagery and a little bit of art recycling with an old abstract painting. It's going to be layered, textury, and so much fun. So grab a cup of tea or your favourite drink and let's get messy. So for the base, I'm using a Kuretake Graphite watercolors. If you haven't tried these are magical. They have this stunning muted earthy undertone. We aren't being precise here at all. The goal is complete randomness. I've just loaded up my brush and I'm just spreading that colour across the page. I'm using each and every one out of the packet. I want a beautiful marbled effect. So I've let that layer dry and I wanted to just elevate this look. So I have now got the CSY Art Gallery shimmer paints. These beauties are handmade in Germany and the pigment load is just unreal. Since our background is nice and matte, we're going to add some unexpected light, a little bit of shimmer here and there. Again, keeping it random, I'm just dragging a loaded brush across the page to create these beautiful sort of shiny streaks, catching the light, and these are going to be so satisfying in the final piece, especially when you lift it up to the light. So these are quick to dry and we are just loading that onto the page, just bringing down lines, and you can see here how it's creating that kind of marbled effect that I'm after. So once I've finished this, I'm going to bring it up so you can see it in a little bit more detail there, all that lovely shimmer. Okay, so while that dries, we are going to find the star of our show. I'm flipping through the Maremi Fashionista book, and there are some beautiful, lovely pictures, and I really love this girl holding a bird. I thought that would be perfect, and I'm just going to cut her out of this page. Trying to get as close as I can to her. There will be a little bit of a white background, but once we have stuck her down, we are going to help merge her back into that background. So we're not going to worry too much that we've got some of that white background there. So next, we need some structural elements. Do you have a drawer full of old paintings you don't love anymore? Just don't throw them away. You never know when you're going to need them. So I found this old abstract painting of mine that happens to have sort of the exact same colour family as our background, and we're going to recycle it. I'm just taking my scissors and cutting it into random strips. So our background is dry and sparkly, so let's start assembling. So first I'm gluing our fashionista down right into her new home, and just adding some Mod Podge glue there and making sure she's fixed to that background. So I then waited for her to dry, and then I thought I needed some bold elements. So I thought, let's get my silver ink and let's put some streaks running right down the page, sort of cutting through that background and just adding some even more shiny elements. And I really like the way this was looking. It sort of reflects what we've already got in the other abstract that we've cut up, because there are silver elements in there, and I just thought this will just add a little bit of jazz to our page. So once that layer was dry and it's safe to carry on, I wanted to make the girl sort of pop off the background, sort of a, I wanted there to be a shadow behind her. And I've got this Derwent watercolor pencil, and I'm sort of drawing a messy loose outline around her silhouette. And then I've got a damp brush and I'm just running it around the edges, and it sort of creates this very dark halo around her, a little bit moody, a little bit of attitude. It really gives that instant depth. So then once the halo's dry, it's time to do one of my favourite parts, is that mindful, in the moment doodling. I'm taking a silver Uniball pen and adding some little whimsical doodle elements right in between that silver ink streak we made earlier. To give it that crisp illustrative look, I'm switching over to a black fine liner afterwards, and I'm accentuating some of those silver doodles. We're going to add some tiny clusters of dots, some little lines, some sketchy kind of marks. This is where the piece really starts to feel personal and intricate. So just follow your intuition here. I just love how that black fine liner really accentuates that silver ink, really makes it pop off the page. It is a very fine line. You might want to use a thicker black liner. Whatever floats your boat, whatever you think, yeah, I really would like to use that, or whatever you've got to hand. So just going over there, and then I'll just be adding some mark making with this little black pen, just to add a little bit more detail. So some dots, some lines, just here and there. I sort of squint my eyes, look at the page, and then think, oh, it's missing a little bit of detail here or there. And that's when I decide, well, I'm going to add some more information onto the page wherever I feel that it needs a little bit more. So you can see it here, just adding those lines there. And then I'm moving and then adding some dots, just coming down the page as if they're sort of like falling out of that side bit there and just falling down the page. Okay, so when that's finished, we're going to move on. I decided that I wanted to line the page because I wanted the border. I'm going to do a really nice border on this, which will represent what we've already got. And then I've grabbed the abstract pieces that we've all cut up, and I'm just adding those and adding them over the silver line. So they sort of break that silver lineage up, just adds that little bit of interest, a little bit of depth. I've just left them just as they are, but you might want to outline these with your black liner or maybe your silver pen. Whatever you think when you look at your page. If you think there's something missing, then just keep going. So you can see here I've cut them up there. I've got two smaller pieces there. And then I'm just putting a board, putting away, waiting about half an hour, waiting for it to dry. And there it is. So I'm going to peel away the tape. And then I'm going to grab the same black fine liner that I used previously. And I just thought it'd be really nice to make a nice border with this, just because we've got a little bit of black detail in the picture that we've used with a fine liner pen. I just love sometimes putting a border around. And you can see the finished product here. Really, really easy and fun to do. So I hope you like this. Let me know in the comments. Would love to hear from you. See you soon. Bye.